Hello, it is Luna B here for your weekly astrology forecast. And today I'm going to shift a little bit the direction. And I want to just start off by inviting you for this week, a special masterclass. So on May 6th, Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. EST, I'm hosting a lunar node masterclass. So maybe you know what the nodes are, maybe you don't know what the nodes are. Well, it's really about your soul's journey and what you're here to grow into and evolve into. So, if you're a spiritual seeker, if you're curious to learn more about that North Node and South Node in your chart, please join me. It is a free class. I will drop the link in the comments below, and all you have to do is subscribe and share it with your friends that are also astro curious or spiritual seekers. So this week, I wanted to share a little bit about what's been coming up for me recently, and it's really about understanding my passion for astrology and spirituality. And maybe you know this, maybe you don't know this. Um, I have been practicing meditation since the age of 16, and I really believe that meditation saved my life. I was really sick with Crohn's disease from the age of 14. And when I learned how to meditate, I learned how to calm the neuroses of my mind. I learned that I'm not only my mind, but I'm also a soul, a heart. And I have the ability to filter my thoughts. I have the ability to dive and experience my heart, my soul, who I am, and that I am so much bigger than my mind. So I don't know what your spiritual practices are, but we all are on this journey, I believe, if you're listening to this, of your soul's evolution, your soul's growth, and that curiosity of knowing more of who you are and what you came here to be. And that's what all this masterclass and this desire that I bring into astrology sessions with my clients and with the groups that I teach. Even with my yoga students, I teach a lot of yoga therapy, and I'm always bringing in some of what is going on in the astrological weather because it's a guide. It is our guide. It is something that makes sense when we start to unravel and uncover the energy of the planets and how they're affecting us here on Earth in our Earth body. So I'm really curious, what are some of the practices that you use on a daily basis to attune to the rhythms of what's going on all around you? I'd love to know what you use. And if you are curious to learn more about astrology, I'm going to have a really exciting offer coming up after the masterclass, and I'll share more about that next week. So come to the masterclass, sign up, link is below. And what is going on this week in astrology? So on April 30th, Venus moved into Aries. So Venus has been retrograding, has now gone direct, and it is now moving back into Aries. And Venus is what we love. It is relationships, it's harmony, and it's balance, and it's coming into that warrior sign of Aries, which sometimes we don't always think these two merge so easily together, but they can. And we get to really understand for ourselves, what does that mean to be super passionate about what we value, what we honor, who we spend time with, who we're in right relationship with? What are the causes that we're willing to stand for and to find that justice in our stance? So there's definitely that fiery, passionate flame energy coming up, and it's going to be there until June 6th. So it is a beautiful time for Venus to be in Aries, and we get to enjoy this cycle of passion and maybe you really using our voice as well. I would say Mercury as well is in Aries. And I'd love to also talk that we will have a Venus and Neptune conjunction on May 2nd. And I think that what I'm feeling into that it's going to be a very magical day. Neptune is the dreamer and the visionary, and they both have a very similar octave, Venus and Neptune. In the sense of what is possible when we expand, when we break down barriers, and when we bridge things together. And also in that fiery, passionate sign of Aries, I'm really curious to know how we will all personally experience it. So just to understand that this might have a really romantic flair to it, a very soft energy, even though it's in Aries. So be mindful of that transition that is going on. And we've now coming off of that strong conjunction, squaring opposition of Mars and Pluto after the new moon in Taurus. So we're heading into that crescent moon phase. Our intentions are starting to take flight of what we put as our seed intention in Taurus season. We're slowly nourishing this. And the reminder that in Taurus season, the sun is in Taurus, taking it slow, moving with intention, really taking some time to be in earth energy, grounded energy. We don't have to decide right now, right here. Like we could take our time and really understand what we value, what we're here to do, what we honor, what we're committed to. And I think that, Taurus is a very sweet season. And it's a season to savor. Tauruses are all about the senses. So what are some of those things that you enjoy savoring and moving slowly? What are the things that you're committed to and loyal to, things that you value? So it's to me, it's a sweet week. A lot of the planets are going direct, and Pluto will go into retrograde, which it happens all the time. And Pluto's going into retrograde. I think it's May 4th, and it's going to be there in retrograde until October. So it moves slowly. It's going to go from 4 degrees, and it's going to slowly move back. So it's just revisiting. Pluto moved into Aquarius November 19th, 2024. And so we get to just check in with what changes have been underneath this period. So Pluto is all about transformation and bringing things to the surface, and sometimes power struggles, and really seeing like what's working, what's not working. And Pluto can make things uncomfortable because it's here to evolve us forward. So as it moves retrograde, it could also give us that reflection period of the shifts that we're making, and to look back what has from May back to November, what changes have been going on in that area of your chart in Aquarius. So that's the astro forecast for this week ahead. I look forward to meeting you May 6th at the Lunar Node Masterclass, where we'll talk more about your soul's evolution and what does it mean as what you are stretching into in this lifetime. So thank you for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button, comment, and I'm looking forward to connecting more with you. Namaste. Bye.